Hello, friends. This is Terry with Talon's Place. Thank you all for coming. Welcome and welcome back. Today, I'm so excited to talk about the new hashtag that our friend Susan Heartstring started. Susan is such a sweet friend, and when she said that she was thinking about doing hashtag Dear Diary, I was straight on board because how fun was it having a diary if you had a diary? And it made me remember when I had a diary. I was in high school. I remember some of the entries. I wish I'd kept it. Well, I don't wish it because, man, was I a mixed up kid. Just your typical, just thinking about it just makes me head spin. So what I'm going to do for mine, please go over and visit Susan's channel because she can show you what she's done. And she always makes the cutest things, especially girly things, elegant lace, just beautiful things. And she lets you know it's not be her intimate thoughts. And so I said, let me make one. And what I did was, this is a journal that I had made, and I can show you some of the things I've done. Like I made this one earlier, and I wanted pages to be upright, not to the side or anything. So I had to put little extras. You might call it a hinge. I had this long paper, and I folded it so that part of it was over this part, so that little papers that did not necessarily fit could easily be attached. So you'll see some of that throughout this journal. And one piece fell off. So I cut it and I'll make corners and whatnot with it. And so this is what I've done so far. And I preface mine to say too, it is not going to be any of my personal thoughts. It's all about the fun that I had, the memories of having a diary, and some of the things I kind of want to throw in there, and you'll see them, give you a little laugh, just to have fun with this collab. And you'll have to go to Susan's channel to see what the requirements are. And I don't think there are very many. Just using the hashtag Dear Diary and tagging Susan so she can come and see what you've made. And I started off with this teddy bear. I have a bunch of these I bought from scrapbook.com, I think it was. And I said, I have not been able to do anything. This will be perfect because what I did, I took a book. One of these I bought a while ago, intending to add them to a charm or a dangle. And I said, this was a book, and it's so little. And there's a way, you can make the books using those little mini Post-it notes. We learned that a long time ago, but I didn't feel like doing that. So I took one of those and just covered it. And just like this, here's a tag that I made, a journaling card. Well, first, here's the pocket. I put a little lace here. Now, when I said fun stuff, I meant like this. Dear Diary, I'm thinking of getting a pet to go jog with me. Maybe a turtle. That's how I'm like this day and age. And then this one I decided to write, and I remembered something of one of my passages. This wasn't it. I just made it up, but it was because there was a guy in high school and he's so cute, and I was like, he smiled at me, and me and my girlfriend were talking. I think he likes you. I think he likes me too. He had no idea that I was alive, but back then that's what was going on in my head. I was a teenager. So on this one, because of the two figures, and of course I just outlined it in my mushroom tape because I love mushrooms. And so does Penny of Penny's Crafting Creations. You just head over to her channel. If you love mushrooms, you're going to love Penny's channel. She does so many things and she's so crafty. But anyway, I put, you know, my brother's friend Marvin. There was a Marvin. He was my boyfriend, which, you know, at that time, I think I was in the 4th grade. We weren't supposed to have boyfriends, but he was my brother's friend, and we just didn't tell my parents. My parents would have, God knows what. So I put this, he came over and joined our barbecue. He shared his slice of watermelon with me. I think he likes me. So it's sort of like what I was thinking when I was in high school. Just fun stuff like that. And here's some things. Oh, this came up. It has washi tape. I'm going to have to glue it down because it's not sticking. But there that is. One of my little heart girls. I forget where it comes from. Wow. Definitely, I think Etsy. Probably Journal Ginger. And then this is a polka doodle, which Susan got me hooked on polka doodles. Now this one I put, Dear Diary, my BFF came for tea. Then we will play with dolls. It's so cute because I remember doing things like that. And I'll probably put something on the back of that. Because it's not a journal. I won't be writing in this other than the fun stuff that I put. And then I just, one of the things Susan did was sticking glue, which I'm also adding to that hashtag. And I made some ATCs to go with my Dear Diary, because here's some sophisticated ladies. And I just added some stuff. Like, you could tell she's like, this is the good life, because she's strolling, you know, she has her parasol and having a good day in the sun. And then this one, you see how they're dressed? I love the way, I think this is back in the 50s, because, you know, dresses weren't where they are now. And then there's one in here too. I made 4 and using my stickers. I was inspired by Susan using her stickers. Here's the tea. I love tea. And so that's what I did so far with my Dear Diary. And I'll get that later. So why don't you join me and Susan and others, and let's have fun with this. You know, you're never too old to write down things. And in fact, it's very much recommended for anxiety or, you know, whatever wellness we can do for ourselves. So I want to thank you for stopping by. Thank you for your support. And I can't wait to see what you guys make for this. I'll see you in the next video.